Alright, let's talk about some changes I want to see in Dokkan. Now, number one, I know you're probably expecting me to say World Tournament, Chain Battle, or the friend system. But no, number one thing I want to see is the rank system. It needs a massive overhaul because right now ranking up beyond a certain point is useless. Hear me out. Every time you rank up, you gain either more max stamina or more team cost. And yeah, you get the friend thing as well, you get to add more friends, which is pointless because who cares? The friend system is garbage anyway. But yeah, here's my thing. Once you get the max team cost where you can run a full team of free-to-play LRs, which is the highest team cost unit in the game, you don't need any more team cost. And once you hit 288 stamina, there's no benefit to having a higher stamina cap unless you plan to refill your stamina with stones every single time. Then yes, then having more max stamina is helpful, but to the average player who doesn't use stones or has unlimited meat, it's pointless because in 24 hours you will only recover 288 stamina. So having anything beyond that is pretty pointless. I'm at 300 plus stamina. I've never been at full stamina apart from when I just rank up. So yeah, ranking up is kind of pointless for me. I just do it when I need stamina to grind out a new, easy area or something. So what I think they should do is make ranks decrease the amount of time it takes for stamina to recover. So every 100 ranks, you will decrease a 24-second decrease in the time it takes for stamina to recover, and that eventually builds up to, at rank 999, you recover 1 stamina every minute. Now I know the problem here is even when we have 3 minutes stamina, usually we find like there's too much to do in game. It's like, oh my god, I have so much stamina, I don't know what to use it on, I'm too bored to grind links. That's where my second fix comes in. Every 100 ranks, not only get that decrease in stamina recovery time, but you get a decrease in boost recovery time. So every 100 ranks, you lose about 50 minutes. 50 minutes from the 8 hours that it takes for boost to recover. So once you hit rank 900, I think you're at about half an hour for a boost to recover. But once you hit rank 999, you have infinite boost. And that won't break anything because boost just doubles the amount of stamina it takes and doubles the reward you get, so it's only saving you time. The final feature I'd like from ranking up is a feature I like to call loaded dice. So what this would do is at either rank 77 or 777, whichever the devs feel is better, or rank 770 or 700, whatever, it makes no difference. You get to pick one of the dice on out of the 3 dice you have when you're on a map to be a fixed number, always. So you could always have the first dice roll always be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. You get the idea, because that would just make it a lot more fun, and you could basically go around a map picking up everything you want. And that would be the last feature I want for ranks, but it also ties into what I want for maps. I want in-map abilities. So for example, the ranks can be decided like when this unlocks or at what stage this unlocks or what map it unlocks or whatever, but you should be able to teleport. You should be able to have like 3 or 4 abilities on a map. So one ability I would say would be attack. And what this would let you do is, suppose you have, say UI Goku, the AGLLR from year 6 on your team, and you're on stage 23-8. There's 3 paths you can go down. Right now you can only go down one of them. With UI Goku, what you could do is you could pick a path that you're not going to go down. So you pick the leftmost path, and you select every break in the path that Goku's going to take from there out. And you set UI Goku down there, and he will perform 1 turn. So he will attack once, and if he supers thrice, then you knock out 3 enemies on that path. If however you have Broly or Krillin or any AoE unit, they will knock out every enemy on that path apart from the very last boss. So that way you would get more than just your 1 path worth of enemies. So you go down the right path, send Broly to attack down the left path. He attacks down the left path, you get all the links and items from that as soon as his attack animation is done. and then you can continue. Now the other feature I have is instant transmission, where you can just teleport directly to the boss on any map. So this would be useful, say, in the Ginyu farming stage. If you want to farm copies, but you already have all the potential orbs, and you just want to skip to the end, and you don't want extra potential orbs for Ginyu, just use it and you'll teleport directly to him, because there's nothing else of value on the map apart from orbs. And makes sense. Even in Dokkan events, like for higher level players, most of the items are pretty useless, and you just like beeline it to the boss. So makes sense. Just teleport directly to the boss anyway. Now I think that covers map abilities. There's one more. After image. Basically, say you pick a dice roll and you're gonna land on an opponent or a spot, and you don't want to. Before you move, you can pick up the after image ability. Click it, so the next time you stop, if there's an enemy there, you will skip one cell ahead of that enemy. So if you pick a 6 and there's a Cyberman on 6, but you hit after image before that, you will land on the 6. Your character will use after image and go to the 7th space. That seems like fun. It cannot be used on the main boss, however. So that's a way to not just skip the main boss entirely. But yeah, I think those are great abilities and something fun to do on maps, and it'll make grinding way more fun, especially with boost and the unlimited stamina. You just go and send Broly down the path with the most enemies, go down the path with the least. Makes sense, right? Send your AU unit to attack down the path with the most enemies. They will just, their super attack animation plays, you destroy all the enemies on that path, you collect all the items on that path, including link levels from the opponents, and then you just go down the path that has the least enemies. And say if there's just like one path with a lot of enemies and the other path just has one, if you don't feel like it, instant transmission to the boss after Broly beats all the enemies. This just saves the amount of time you would spend in-game and makes it more fun to grind. Now that's my fix for maps. And yeah, I think that will be a lot of fun. I mean, obviously you can't skip to the final boss in, say, Super Battle Road or something. Over there you would not be able to use any of these abilities, and that's no big change because there's a lot of things you can't do in Super Battle Road. Same thing for Extreme Z battles. It would work the same way. You would be able to use these skills in World Tournament, for example. But there's a fix I have for World Tournament that would make this kind of irrelevant, maybe, depending on whether they go with this or not. So the fix I have for World Tournament is make it exactly like the mode you're watching on screen right now. You see all the opponents before you, and you just pick which one you want to fight. You fight them, and the items that are usually on the map, that are scattered all over the map, you just get them as drops. Problem solved. World Tournament's more fun, you can get through it quicker. Also, up the difficulty. Like, it doesn't really matter anyway because everyone's just going to use LR Broly or LR Krillin. So just give us 60x or 77x and increase the number of points we get. Keep the rewards exactly the same. Maybe throw in some equipment. Maybe equipment exclusive to like DB Saga and World Tournament units. Throw that in there. And then, like later on, throw in Tournament of Power units as well. But yeah, have all that in there, and yeah, just let us fight at a higher difficulty right away. Like, keep the preliminaries, but make it so that we don't have to go through the map. And if the map is there, then let us be able to use that instant transmission feature I was talking about, where you just like teleport from opponent to opponent. A lot quicker. Enter map, click instant transmission, fight opponent, AoE, and fight instant transmission, fight opponent, AoE. It just becomes a whole lot fucking quicker. And let's see, World Tournament's now done. Chain Battle. Oh, Jesus Christ, the mode I hate the most in Dokkan. So obviously Chain Battle exists to, basically tempt whales into whaling out and getting the new units. That's why it's there. Even the reward system is tiered into the top 1% and everyone else. The top 1% is the whales, those are the people that make Dokkan the money. So, throw in some cosmetics in there for the whales. Throw in more stickers, throw in some orbs maybe in the top 1%. But as for everyone else, keep the rewards the same, but lower the mission requirements to like 30 million. Everyone can hit 30 million. Even with a shit team, you can hit 30 million in Chain Battle. You get all the rewards, and everything above 30 million, make it like a sticker. Every 10 million above 30 million points, you get a sticker. People can still have their vanity and be like, oh, look at all my units with stickers or whatever garbage they want. But, you know, the whales get the real rewards because they'll be in the top 1%. And everyone else isn't pissed off because it's like, I got all the rewards I wanted. I got all the mission rewards. And everything else is just stickers. And, you know, if I want more stickers, I guess I have to whale out a bit. Boom, chain battle fixed. Done. Is there any other mode that needs tweaking? I don't think so. I think everything else is just fine. Oh wait, one very last thing. Dokkan events. People have said this before. I think the truth has said it the most. We need a new difficulty of Dokkan event. So have 2 more difficulties for Dokkan events. I think currently Super 3 is the highest, so have Super 4 and Super 5. Super 4 costs 30 stamina to enter. You get 11 medals per run. It's as hard as SPR. Just regular old SPR. Super 5 is as hard as the God event, costs 77 stamina to enter and gets you all 77 medals in one shot. That seems like fun to me. And you can make the difficulty as hard as, say, Hellas, because she changes type, and Dokkan events usually change type. So if there's an opponent who's always AGL, make him like Champa or Beerus. But if there's like an opponent who changes types, make them like Hellas. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Gives you 77 medals, one shot. And that's most of the changes I want to see in Dokkan. The other changes I would like to see is skip tickets like you have in Legends. Because they do some things right. Not everything, but something. So you get skip tickets, and if you completed a stage before, you can consume a skip ticket, the stamina or the boost that you want to use on that stage, and clear the entire stage. You will get rewards from every opponent on that stage. And also the card EXP, rank EXP, everything. So it'll be better than clearing a stage normally, because if there's multiple parts in the stage, you will get drops from every part, every single part. This could you could also have like special skip tickets for like Dokkan events and easy areas. So I think that would be fun as well. And apart from that, also a skip button for summon animations in case you have a dead multi. That would also be immensely helpful. And that's about it for all the changes I would like to see in Dokkan. Do all of that stuff, and Dokkan is a perfect game. Never implement PvP, because that's how games die. It's very simple, you know. No one wants to go up against the truth with his new Rainbow LR and Rainbow TUR in PvP, when you just have like an old unit from 2 months ago. But yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. That's going to be stage 30 of LR Int Gohan's Extreme Z Battle. I will drop that at 3 PM British time the day it drops. So 3 PM GMT. Yeah, see you then. Bye.